You can learn a lot about the way people go about everything in their life by rolling with them in Jiu Jitsu. If they quit and give up a lot, you'll find that they do that in life a lot. She's just a determined woman. It doesn't just apply to Jiu Jitsu. Rachel doesn't quit in life.
It's like you told me, go forward slowly. It's not a race to the end.
Jiu-Jitsu, did everything, you know what I mean? It fixed everything, all the things that I quit smoking, I lost a whole bunch of weight, I feel way better about myself. It was like beer muscles that weren't beer muscles, they were real muscles. Well, I was 215 pounds after I had my first son in high school. I don't know where I would be without it. Man, I don't know, I don't want to think about it. That's how much I love it. It's a religion to me. I feel as close to Jiu Jitsu as my grandmother feels about God. And that's pretty darn close if you knew my Alabama grandmother. Mine just got holes all in it. My first one, I had a black one that I wore. No, I don't wear it. Oh, here. The more important part of the sport is the self-defense part, you know, and especially for women. I think, what is it, 1 in 4 women on a college campus get sexually assaulted or something like that?
Take me this way. Take me over this shoulder. Go, 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 go. Nice! That's really good.
That's the first thing I try to tell them is just pick yourself up a little bit more. Don't look at the ground when you're walking. Don't look at your phone. Don't be fiddling around. Walk where you need to go.
Right? Mm-hmm. So now I'm not here. I'm here. So yeah, you got to get around this.
I would like for people to know more about Jiu Jitsu for self-defense than for the sport. The sport's another whole thing that I'm in love with, but protecting people too, because it works.
I go right hand here.
It'll save your life.
Up and over the top and grab onto this patch. There's a choke there. You can do 2 overs.
We're married, so we've been through a lot together. And I'm not a victim, so I play it off like it's always, I instigated it. And I'm doing it right now too when I'm telling you guys, I instigated it. I know better. He came in the back door, stormed in the back door, bolted right past me, picked up my 9mm. My daughter was upstairs sleeping in her crib, and I got in the way. He said, "That's it," or something like that, and he head and arm threw me onto the ground, landing on me. And he left enough space that I popped my head out, took his back, which is a 4-point move in Jiu Jitsu if you get it in a tournament. And I put on a rear naked choke, which you're not supposed to choke people because it's a felony. That's another thing when you know the art, you gotta make a choice. Is my life in that much danger that I'm willing to do that? Yep, it was in that moment. But he never got in trouble for any of that. So he didn't get in trouble because we were technically married, so he can just come into my house whenever he wants to. But there's a lot to be said for just taking control over what happens to you in your life and not expecting other people to be there to swoop in and save you. Sometimes life's hard and I get discouraged. But I'm always hopeful too. I never lose that it's gonna get better.
I've been sleepless at night, 'cause I don't know how I feel.
I've been dancing, which is it's crazy. When nobody can see me, I go into my gym, I turn off all the lights, I pull the curtains, I wait till my kids are in bed, I put music on, and I like dance in my gym. And I'll dance until I can't move anymore. I'm dripping in sweat. I don't know how to dance. I'm sure it looks awful. And I'm just shaking it. And I put myself in a good mood doing that shit. I'm just trying to find different ways, you know, that aren't like psychedelics. I'm just trying to like find, you know what I mean? We're all after the same damn thing. I'm just trying a bunch of different stuff out.
I don't know why we break so hard. But if we're strong enough.
No, it's hard. It's because everybody's such a victim nowadays. It's really hard to. It's hard. I can be just right there with you guys. I can be a victim too, with everybody else. I've been through some shit. Everybody's been through some shit. Shut up. I don't want to hear about it anymore. I don't care that you had a rough time. I had a rough time. I'm still out here doing it. No, I'm nobody's victim. Nobody gets to empower me. Nobody gets to take my power either. I'll empower me. I'll be the one who says when I am empowered. No one else is gonna give me that.
We started it wrong, and I think you know. We waited too long, now I have to go. I don't know why, I don't know why. We need to break so hard. I don't know why.
The first time I remember watching her compete, she was breastfeeding in between competitions. And so she would choke somebody, come off the mat, breastfeed until she had to choke the next person. And she won gold in both divisions that time. Yeah.
When's the last time that you got out of bed because you deserved to do something? You know what I mean? And so, I don't know. I matter, my kids matter. That's pretty small in the universe. That's a real small little blip. We're only here for that fast. And so, that's when I decide to put a whole lot of care into something and worry about it. I'm trying to let go of worrying about all this other stuff because I'm that kind of person to worry about everything. So you guys are kind of meeting me in a weird part of my life where I've cared too much and it's gotten me kind of beat up a few times, you know what I mean? Mostly figuratively. Beat up a couple of times or have my money taken from somebody who didn't need it as much as I did when I had a kid and was all by myself or whatever, you know what I mean? And so maybe don't have such a big heart. A big heart's a good thing, but not if it takes away from my family. So I've been putting a lot of focus into trying to just kind of focus on me and mine.
Yesterday was a rough day for Levi. So, you know, because it was just me and him for a while, some things we missed. Yeah, he doesn't know how to spell his name, his whole name. And yesterday he didn't even remember what his middle name was. And so we spent the whole day learning what his middle name was and learning how to spell his name. This morning when he woke up, he could write his name out. He got every letter right, which is 17 letters, I think is what we said his name was.
We spend so much time as a family. We play music together, and the kids, and we read stories together, and everybody's just kind of always together. We're trying to get away from smartphones, trying to get away from TV.
Okay, now? Yeah.
that stuff doesn't matter when you die. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna think about all the cool movies I've seen. Jeez, I don't care. I care about the little moments I get. Now, I'll never hear my daughter laugh like this again. You know what I mean? I get to enjoy that right now in the flesh. And if I don't appreciate that right now, I'll forget about it and I'll just be looking at pictures later and it'll make me sad. Life's just perfect right now. It's so good. Every day is like a good day, like a perfect day.
So mad at myself for not wiping it off.
I've been receiving love from a man who feels crazy, incredible, and he's showing the same to my kids. And that's a pretty cool memory. And then that it's gonna be, you know what I mean? It's already, I'm so fond of it so far. The story is very sweet.
I like that we're all fighters. The little girl's aggressive, Rachel is an animal, and I'm gonna go as far as I can too. I just like what we do. Rachel and I decided we wanted to train in a place a little bigger. We were thinking about maybe going to Florida, American Top Team or something like that, and we ended up going, or deciding to go to Rio, train down there.
Competitively, I want to be the best that I can be in an open weight class is what I want to do. So I want to eventually win like a black belt open weight class. I will make it to Worlds. A blue belt, it's not as big of a deal, but I'll make it to Worlds at purple, brown, black, and hopefully I'll just keep competing. I'm trying to reinvent a lot of myself, you know, and then it's this whole new chapter thing. So it's like a big chapter break. I'm like ending something and trying to start something. So I'm really motivated to do that. I love to check something off of a list. I love to be done with something, completed with something. It should be filled with lots of cool, fun, embarrassing stories, you know, hopefully. Lots of good times, hopefully lots of good jiu-jitsu, healthy kids, healthy, strong kids.
Bananas. It's frozen, smashed up bananas, and they're good.
What jiu-jitsu has done to her life and what she's done through jiu-jitsu and what she definitely will do in the future. It is very impressive. You're gonna have early footage of a world champion who's a famous Brazilian jiu-jitsu competitor. No doubt in my mind.